Boom. 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 Boarding pass for the weekend. So, what's up everyone? About to hit a jog at the gym, although it's fucking raining. Thought I'd escaped it, but it started at my house and now it's followed me here. Do you know what? We might not go for a jog. Or we might not. Fuck Mark Henry. Yeah. Fuck Mark Henry. So guys, at the gym, just did 5.7k, warm-up jog, super low intensity. Gonna hit 4 rounds of boxing pads now, and then 3 Thai kind of fight pads. We'll see what we can do because Joe's not here, so we're gonna whack it on the tripod. And yeah, hopefully get some good clips for you guys. Stay tuned.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow.
Shush. So guys, absolutely famished. Gonna get this lunch on real quick. Gonna go for an absolute dreamboat sandwich. So in toasted bread, we are gonna have 4 slices of lean bacon. I've trimmed the fat off the main kind of medallion bits. I've actually left some of the fat on the side skinnier bits. I wouldn't normally do that, but I thought it might be quite good to get some more fat in my system, and it's kind of fiddly otherwise as well. And I've got avocado, a whole red onion, so some extra carbs there, half a red pepper, quite a lot of carbs, some cheese, get the fats in, and then because I'm only having one sandwich, I'm gonna have a little side salad on, just using up bits and bobs. So that's pretty much the same that's in there, except it's also got baby leaf, plum tomatoes, some feta as well, and then I'm going to be putting some of that in as well because it's not all going to fit in one sandwich, so that will fill that out nicely with a bit of the bacon as well. As always, sauce wise, the holy trinity: sriracha, mayo and Greek yogurt, and then I'm going to finish up with some mango fingers. So with the bacon hiding under here, I actually like to use paper towels to try and get out any grease, even though I don't use much oil. Normally I use grapeseed oil, but mine's just ran out actually, so I use some garlic infused olive oil. But yeah, I just try and get these nice and clear of any excess oil. If you do keep the fat on, you don't even really need to cook them in oil, to be honest. Greek yogurt, avocado, cheddar, pepper. This is how much we like peppers in my family. Got a fake fucking pepper over here, Team Ceramic. Bacon, red onion, mayo, and then yeah, like I said, I've chucked all the rest of the bits and bobs, the extra veg and the extra bacon, into this mini little salad thing with some sriracha on. Yeah, this is what we call a perfect sandwich. This is also another kind of variant on a Mike Dolce one, so you can have it with pretty much anything, chicken or chorizo or whatever. It is one of my favourites, top fiver for sure. Get on that and get on it big, in the words of Benno. Not an unappetizing trio altogether. Well, bang. Just had to pop to the post office and thought I'd share my stupidity with everyone. So basically the lowdown is, these are some euros that I ordered for a couple upcoming trips I've got to Prague and Poland. And I don't know if anyone else has done this mistake. I assumed that Prague and Poland accepted euros. This, Joe kindly pointed out, is not the case. It's the zloty and the crown, so I fucked it, and that's your idiot point for the day. Public service announcement: don't do that like I did, otherwise you will be a mug and you will have wasted your time. So guys, snack time. Really trying to keep my metabolism going, and I'm feeling a bit flat, so I'm going to carb up and have a bigger snack than normal. So I've got a pink lady apple, banana, and I'm going to have 30 grams of these chocolatey Cereals. And I know what everyone's thinking: oh, he's bitching about cutting weight, this and that, and he's having Cheerios. Well, fuck you, this is a treat. I haven't had these in weeks. Yeah, so these actually are not even bad for you. They're basically the same as normal Cheerios, and obviously cereal's not great, but as cereal goes, Cheerios are pretty good. They're only actually 3 calories more than normal Cheerios. They've got 3 extra calories, but if you're craving chocolate or anything, then they can kind of just about take your mind off it. They're like a poor man's Cocoa Pops in my strange fangled world. Another top tip would be, you're not having a ton of cereal, because 30 grams isn't very much, just plug it with milk, or well, in my case, almond milk. That's got a lot less calories than normal milk. Just plug it with it, because it really does help to fill you up. Is it just me, or do sliced apples genuinely taste better? Kind of like at school where they give you the sandwiches and they're cut up into like triangles. Don't know why, they always tasted better too. Food for thought anyway. So guys, thought I'd just pop in a quick little topic. Thought I'd talk about some of my favourite fighters, who's influenced me, who I enjoy watching, whose style I appreciate. I'm only going to do this with the UFC guys as the most well known. So how I'm going to do it is I'm going to go up through every UFC weight category and just pick out like 1 or 2 fighters from each. So first up, flyweight. I'm going to be boring, go with the champ, Demetrius Johnson. Just a big fan of his overall concepts, how he fights. He's very, very technical, and people complain about flyweight finishes and that, but he finishes a lot of guys, and he's kind of raising the whole game in flyweight. And he's just, if he was welterweight or middleweight, he'd probably be the biggest fighter on the planet. Like, everyone would absolutely love him. But yeah, definitely one of the pound for pound greats. A lot of respect for him. Next, we're going 1 weight class up, bantamweight. Dominic Cruz. He is also the champ, but his comeback story is amazing. His fighting style is so unique, and he actually beat Demetrius too, which is just like unreal. He's definitely my top probably 3 fighters ever. He's unbelievable. He doesn't finish that many fights, but when you're fighting against the top level guys, it obviously becomes increasingly hard to finish. His knee taps are unbelievable. His wrestling, his scrambling, his unorthodox striking, which technically a lot of people say isn't proper, but his striking just works for him. He makes everything work. His footwork is sick. Like, I just love watching him. Then after that, featherweight, although he's not really a featherweight anymore. We've got to talk about Conor quickly. One one of the best boxers probably in MMA. This is all my opinion. What do I know? It's pretty obvious why I picked Conor. The trash talk. I think he's hilarious. Lots of people don't like him, but I think he's personally hilarious. And he backs up pretty much everything he says. He's got, to be honest, I'd say his grappling's decent. He's obviously a brown belt. If anything, underrated. I think people just like to pick holes. Yeah, his distance is good, and I think if you don't have the reach on him, like he said actually, I'm not just a Conor fanboy, but if you don't have the reach on him, then it's going to be very hard to get on the inside with his step back, pull, left hand, and his just kind of unorthodox use of angles and his pressure game as well. Because if you're not bigger than him, he's probably going to pressure you, and then you're in trouble. And if he isn't pressuring you, then he's going to be nipping in and out, and then it's just going to be a long night. Then at lightweight, although now he's moved up to welterweight, I'm going to go Cowboy Cerrone. He's one of my favourites. The dude is just like a fighter, a bit of a wild man from the looks of it. He's happy to go up and down weight classes. He's one of the most active fighters. Everyone loves Cowboy. Great personality and just a dynamic, exciting style to watch. Then we're going for the fully fledged welterweights. Got a few at this. Obviously, it's my category, so this is one that has influenced me. First up, we're going to go the main man, GSP, possible greatest of all time. Definitely in the weight category, but overall definitely one of the greatest of all times as well. Avenged both the losses that he's had and just really dominated the division for a long time. He's got a smothering style. His level changes are brilliant. You never know what he's going to do. He's got that jab, and he just seems like a true martial artist as well. Good guy, so massive fan of GSP. Then in welterweight, we've also got GSP's training partner now in Bellator. I know I said I was just going to talk about UFC guys, but I still kind of think of him as a UFC guy. Rory McDonald, he's awesome. Love his technical approach. I love all the technical fighters, really. But he's also kind of got that raw, like, anger. Young guy, too. Been around for so long, just kind of seen it all, been in some absolute wars, been in some fights like the Wonderboy fight everyone thought was going to be amazing, but I kind of had this feeling that it wasn't really going to go how everyone wanted it to. And yeah, sometimes he puts in those kind of more gritty performances, but I think he's brilliant to watch, and the way he like dealt with Maya is probably one of my favourites. He dealt with Woodley. He's just a beast, man. And then the final welterweight, Carlos Condit, the guy's natural born killer, goes by the name, just pure dynamic, coming at you, or well, unless you're fighting Nick Diaz running away, but he's just awesome. Really enjoy his style, and I think if there were more guys like him, like, people wouldn't miss a fight. Obviously, it goes without saying, the Diaz brothers are awesome. They've just got that different style. They don't give a fuck. They're just real. And I think people get bored of not seeing enough real people on TV. Everything's so false. I enjoy that they've kind of got their unique style, like boxing, jiu-jitsu, whereas they don't wrestle that much, and they don't really kick much either. So it's always fun to watch different styles, and they just fuck with you in the head. It's always fun to watch the guys that fuck with people in the head. Moving up to middleweight, I've got to support the champ, Michael Bisping. Obviously, if he wasn't the champ, I'd still pick him. Really funny guy. British pioneer, and if you are a British MMA person, pretty much I would think everyone looks up to him. So real G, Michael Bisping. And then the man that Michael Bisping took the title off is also one of my favourites. People say he's arrogant and stuff, but like, this isn't a personality contest. Obviously some of them I'm going off their personality as well. It's a full package thing when you say your favourite fighter, but I enjoy watching Luke Rockhold a lot. He's super technical, awkward southpaw, he's got that big left kick, and he's an opportunistic grappler, which I think are always the most fun grapplers to watch. So he'll just like jump on a guillotine, use it to roll to mount. Then going up to like heavyweight, not really my favourite division ever, but going for John Jones, again, changed the way I viewed fighting. I know he's had all his troubles and people don't really like him going heel / personality wise, but his use of wrestling, ground and pound, control, his ability to choke out and break kind of high level black belts is awesome. He's just an absolute machine, and in my opinion he's the best ever. I'm not really sure what's happening with the drugs and that. Obviously that does weigh in, but yeah, I think he could fight at any weight category. If you do scale him up or down, he's probably the best ever. Then we got the man who arguably beat him. Lots of people think he did. I still kind of go back and forth. Super close fight. Alex Gustafsson, someone who I'd like to mirror myself after for sure. He's awesome, so good to watch. His wrestling's fantastic. His boxing's great. His kicking seems really good. He just seems like a nice guy too. So I'd love to go train with Alex sometime. Obviously, we've got the same name. But yeah, it says it all, the Mauler, what a beast. I'm not really a fan of the heavyweight division, but I'm going to go for the former champ Kane here. I really enjoy his pressure style and his good use of cardio. Sea-level Kane anyway, fuck altitude in Mexico. I don't think I've ever seen him in a boring fight, basically. He's just always switched on. He kind of looks like a bit of a shark, just goes into pure killer mode. And he's just ready to scrap at all times. Absolute beast. Personality-wise, I don't know the guy, but he doesn't swap it on for the camera, but I don't really mind that. Not everyone has to be Conor McGregor, and he's just being real, so that's cool. Anyway, guys, enough of my ramblings. I'll catch you at dinner. Evening now, dinner time. So we're going for a bit of a lazy one today. We're going to have steak, 55 grams of pasta, 100 grams of peas, 8 grams of corn, 47 to 48 grams of pesto, and then a bit of parmesan. Right guys, so here is the final result. Got the pesto pasta with the steak. It's a pretty big steak actually, but YOLO. And then we've got the peas with some ketchup, corn with some ketchup. If any hippies out there hate on my ketchup, back up real quick. Fuck the system, still a vegetable. So guys, my evening was coaching wrestling to the beginners. Didn't really need to share that, it was kind of similar to before with a couple new bits. And then did some super light like flow sparring just to get a sweat on, just kickboxing. Been to the shops on the way back too, so I'll show you that quickly. Just picked up a couple bits, so got some free range chicken, because I got to do some like meal prepping. Got this super easy crunchy salad. Got some mango chunks, because I'm all about the mango at the moment. Pink lady apples, cucumber, tender stem broccoli, fine asparagus. You should know what I'm fucking with by now. Something I thought I'd briefly mention, kind of post-training thoughts, is recovery as well. So I'll give you just a couple options. Firstly, this is a good one, ice packs. If ever you've like bruised anything or whatever, chuck that on straight away, legit. Another one not everyone's a fan of, but I like it when anything's bruised, ibuprofen. And then obviously sleep. Rest too. Finally guys, I thought I'd just say this would probably be the last vlog for a week or two maybe, because I'm shipping out to Prague for a bit. I'm going to be busy. I'll try to get some footage out there though. Hopefully we'll get a nice little travel vlog going on or something. So until then, savour this one, and as always, appreciate any support. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Really means a lot to me people, so that'd be wicked. And yeah, peace.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.